Hello and welcome class 8. In this video we are going to start chapter 11 of your history, that is making of national movement. Now firstly, talking about previous chapters, we have done that the British conquest of territories, how the British people came in our country and they took over the control over various territories. Introduction of new laws made by them, change in the life of peasants and tribal people, educational changes, and the condition of women, the caste system, social and religious reform, and the revolt of 1857. We have already studied these things in the previous chapters of history. Now, what comes at the end is the feeling of nationalism that came in the people of India, and it finally led to our independence. In this chapter, we are going to study all those movements, all those struggles which our people have gone through before independence, and what were the efforts by various social reformers and organizations in bringing independence to our country. Now, when British people have done changes to our country, have changed the lives of people of our country, then a question arises in the minds of people. And the question is, what is this country of India and for whom it is meant? The answer that gradually emerged was India was the people of India. All the people irrespective of India, class, color, caste, creed, language or gender. Slowly and slowly the people of India have realized that this country is ours. Who are Britishers to rule our country? And who are they to make the changes? So they have realized, and a feeling of nationalism, a feeling of oneness, that they belong to one nation emerged. And this consciousness that they have belonged to one nation, the feeling of nationalism, led to the formation of various associations. Many people, they gathered together, they formed association and fought against British. And some of the most important organizations or associations were the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha, the Indian Association, the Madras Mahajan Sabha, the Bombay Presidency, and Indian National Congress. These were some associations. Main idea was that their people should be sovereign. Sovereign means independent, making decisions themselves. These associations aimed at that the people of India should be empowered to take decisions regarding their affairs. Nobody else or no association from outside the country should rule them. The people should be sovereign. That means the people of India should be independent. Our people of India were quite dissatisfied from the British rule. And this dissatisfaction was intensified, was increased in 1870s and 1880s. Now, there are some acts which were passed by British people which were against the Indian people. And Indian people were not ready to follow those acts. For example, one of the act was the Arms Act. In this act, Indian people were not allowed to have weapons with them. They could not have any kind of arms and ammunitions with them. If they were found with them, they were arrested. Second act was Vernacular Press Act. Now, in this act, all the media and the press was under the British people. The media people were not allowed to publish anything which is objectionable and which is opposing the British people. If they do so, their printing presses were destroyed or their newspapers or magazines were banned. That means nobody can publish anything against the British people. There was one more bill called Ilbert Bill. Under this bill, the British people, if they did any crime or violated the law, so they were arrested by the Indian people and they had to give trial to Indian people. And this was not at all accepted to British. Through this bill, Indians sought the equality between British and Indian judges also. They wanted equality to be given to Indian judge in the country. But this bill was not supported by the British. They wanted to withdraw that bill. And while they tried to withdraw that bill, Indians were enraged and they were so angry over this. So we have seen three things. First is Arms Act, then Vernacular Press Act, and then the withdrawal of Ilbert Bill. These three things intensified, or we can say increased, the dissatisfaction of Indian people, and they wanted to get rid of British people. The nationalists, the people of India, they were so determined that whatsoever be the consequences, they wanted independence. So we could say that a nation in the making, Indian nation was in the making. So we talk about a popular party or an association, that is the Indian National Congress. When Indian National Congress was made, they were having two kinds of people, two kinds of leaders, we could say. One is moderates and the other people were radicals. What is the difference between two kinds of people? The difference lies in their thinking, their approach for the independence. The motive of both the people are same. The motive is to get independence. But the difference lies in their approaches, their ways. Moderates were peaceful people. They were non-violent and they wanted independence in a peaceful manner through their speeches, non-violent protests, writings, newspapers, etc. Whereas the radicals were the people who were violent in their approach. According to them, peaceful speeches would not give them an independent nation. In the first 20 years, the Congress was moderate in its objectives and methods. They followed very peaceful and non-violent approaches in the first 20 years of Congress. And they demanded a greater voice for Indians. Now, फर्स्ट 20 ईयर्स में कांग्रेस ने कुछ डिमांड्स रखी कि हमारी इंडियन पीपल को क्या क्या चाहिए. दे डिमांडेड ग्रेटर वॉइस फॉर इंडियंस इन administration, that we should also be a part of administration. It wanted the legislative council to be made more representative, give more power and introduce in provinces where none existed. Congress demanded that there should be more Indians in legislative council. There should be more Indians in our government. It demanded that Indians be placed in high positions in the government. There should be more government jobs in administration for Indian people. They also demanded separation of judiciary from executive. The repeal of Arms Act. Repeal means to abolish the freedom of speech and expression. They also demanded that there should be reduction in revenue. Revenue that is given by peasant to zamindars. There should be less military expenditure that is spent on British army. And there should be more funds for irrigation so that more and more peasants could earn money. They declared that the British rule had led to poverty and famines. Congress also declared that the British people were responsible for the poverty. Poverty means गरीबी. So जितनी भी गरीबी है, इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस ने ब्रिटिश पीपल को रिस्पॉन्सिबल बताया. So these were all the demands which were put forward by the people of Indian National Congress in a very peaceful manner to the British people. They were very moderate in their approach. They published newspapers, wrote articles and showed how British rule was leading to economic ruin of the country. They convinced people, they persuaded people that British people were destroying their economy, destroying their country. They spoke against the British people in their speeches and sent representatives to different parts of the country to aware more and more people. On the other hand, there were people who were radicals. According to them, freedom is their birthright. In Bengal, Maharashtra and Punjab, leaders such as Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai were beginning to explore their more radical objectives and methods. They were radical, they were violent in their approach. Their approaches to get independence was different from that of moderates. They were not as peaceful as them. They criticized the moderates for their politics of prayers and emphasized the importance of self-reliance and constructive work. They criticized moderates and told them that your prayers, your pleading to British will not help. And they emphasized that if you will do the constructive work, if you rely on yourself, then only you will be independent. Only good intentions of others, we cannot rely upon that. And we must fight for Swaraj in violent ways. The radical motives were violent.